We get the bare root in January. We get two varieties, the Lee and Lane, and as soon as they start leafing out, they probably will have some jujubes on them. So within the second year, third year, you're getting jujubes off the jujube tree. So.
Do you remember how long these have been in the ground?
These were planted probably about the same time as the herb garden was planted, so they're likely to be 12 years old, 10 to 12 years old.
98. It seems to get these swellings on it, like canker it looks like, but it doesn't seem to harm them.
No, it's not. It's not what it is. It just
looks that way.
Yeah, that's where it puts out the new growth. New land. I don't know why it does that. I'm not sure that one over there does the same thing. This is our vineyard, which some of these have been here probably 12 years. Some of these grapes. This is Black Spanish. You can walk through here and see all the grapes. It's an excellent jelly grape.
What now? Yeah.
What are they called again?
Black Spanish. And this is the size of them. This will turn purple, dark purple. It's not a vinifera variety, but I know one person that is making wine and has figured out how to make a pretty decent wine from it. So it's a really nice grape. The other variety we have is Champanelle. Which is a table grape.
Oh, those are
a little bigger.
Yeah, these are big. These will kind of turn a pinkish purple when they're ripe and have a very, very unique flavor.
Did you say that the others are not table grapes, the Spanish?
You could eat them, but mostly they're incredible jelly grape. Mostly a jelly grape or a juicing grape or something like that.
The birds get after these, or?
Mockingbird loves them. We used to net them. One year I netted them, and then I got dead mockingbirds, so I quit doing it.
No.
They get stuck.
Don't have any good recipes for that?
For dead mockingbird. The really nice thing about having, a small vineyard or just a couple of grapevines is you can also make domas out of the leaves, the stuffed grape leaves. I've used a recipe out of Dean and DeLuca, and it was incredible with fresh.
A recipe out of what?
The Dean and DeLuca cookbook.
Ah.
And it had fresh dill and parsley, I think, and pine nuts and rice. And oh man, those were the best domas I'd ever had, much better than what I could buy. I think every country, in the Mediterranean has their own version of the stuffed grape leaves, Greece and Italy and Turkey and all that. So I think the grape leaves are probably very, very good for you.
Did you talk about Pierce's disease?
No, there's one thing that'll kill your grapes, and that's Pierce's disease. This Champanelle and Black Spanish are Pierce's resistant. It is spread by this little bug called the sharpshooter. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's a little long brown bug, narrow, that this head kind of points down. And if you were to walk under that vine down there or under a crepe myrtle and you see this stuff dripping, that's the sharpshooter up there excreting liquid. And they'll spread the disease. That's what drives the wineries, people crazy as the sharpshooter, spreading the Pierce's disease. We have lost some plants out here to Pierce's. We had Flame at one time, Red Flame, and they'll go a few years and then suddenly the next spring they don't leaf out. They're just dead. And that was Pierce's disease. You don't really see, I've never seen a plant looking like it's dying or something like that. It's just like over the winter, if it's been attacked, it just won't come back.
What's the organic control for those bugs?
The organic control is a clay called kaolin. It's also marketed as Surround. They call it Surround. and they spray the leaves, and when the bug ingests it, they die. So, and then, you know, most vineyards you see are very clean and in the open, so they get rid of any vegetation around the area that where the sharpshooters might have it used for habitat. So
That's that bug that if you see it, it's lined up along the stem, and you come up on it, and it just jumps around to the other side really fast.
yeah, they're
I
very,
want someone to invent, and give me some of the patent, money off of it. A little vacuum cleaner with a tube that sucks bugs up like that and puts them in soapy water
They have those.
immediately, right? Yeah, they have
I've seen those. Yeah.
Bring it on.
Sky Mall.
At the Sky Mall.
Is there anything they don't
This
have?
is not a plug for the Sky Mall.
this little tree behind you is a really nice tree. It's a thornless Chilean mesquite. It's the same as the big one you see sticking up over there. It's the fastest growing tree I've ever planted in my life. It's like a weed, but it doesn't seed like a weed. You know, weed trees, you think of hackberry and China berry trees and stuff like that because they germinate from the seeds. But this one, it doesn't seed and get invasive like that, but it grows so fast and it stays pretty much evergreen all winter.
What's the lifespan?
The big one over there was probably planted 6 or 7 years ago. Yeah, it's very fast growing.
And deer don't eat it, right?
I don't know about that.
The Chilean thornless mesquite, is that right? And it provides just a very light shade, not a deep shade.
Dapple shade. This tree was planted last spring as a little, I think it's a 5-gallon tree. Wow. And it's just, usually it takes a year or two to get established before it even starts growing, but this thing is just history of it's going crazy.
Does it get flowers or berries? Do you carry it?
We do carry it.
Well, it's 10 o'clock, y'all.
I guess we'll conclude this tour. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yay.
Yay. Thanks, y'all. The first annual.
Yay. And next month there's going to be
Yes, next month too. Well,
Probably
yes,
Tuesday.
the first, not annual.
Did you ever try another day?
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me.